18 July. What you got?
I would like to go to
It's a good.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Yep.
Second by Ms. Barbara Hampton. Any discussion? Come on in. Been waiting. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? None, so it's approved. Okay. Miss. Ms. Teresa?
Yes, sir. Yes. The Senior Advisory Board, May 19th, 2022 meeting minutes. The meeting was called to order by Mr. Jones at 3:30 p.m. Roll was called and the following were in attendance. Board members, Debbie Voigt, Patricia Holland, Bear Jones, Betty Kimbrell. She arrived at 3:48 p.m. Bill Barker, Barbara Hinkey, Lee Cho, Emilio Fenderson, Holly Teal, and city staff, myself, Teresa LaFleur, Michelle Nicholas, and Babe Pilata. Citizens in attendance was Charlene Barnes. Absent was board member Mary Taylor, Rosalind Stubbs, city staff, Joe Brown, Executive Director of Recreation Services, and Heather Bueller, Assistant Director of Recreation Services. Approval of the agenda motion was made to approve the agenda by Holly Teal, second by Barbara Hinkey. The motion carried unanimously. Approval of minutes. Motion was made to approve the minutes of April 21st, 2022 by Debbie Voigt, second by Bill Barker. The motion carried unanimously. Public comments. Public comments were called for by Bear Jones. There were none. Discussion, direction, and action items. Discussion and action to remove and replace sentence stated in Section 3, Article 3 of the bylaws by Debbie Voigt, Vice Chairwoman. Discuss the removal of the sentence. All members shall be at least 55 years of age and replaced with the following. The Senior Citizens Advisory Board shall consist of 11 members. 6 of the 11 members should be at least 55 years of age. Holly Teal made a motion to remove, replace, and approve the new Section 3 sentence. The motion was seconded by Bill Barker. The motion was carried unanimously. Discussion and action on appointing a sergeant at arms by Bear Jones, Chair, discussed and the non-essential need of appointing one now and voted to disregard until further required as necessary. It was also discussed that the sergeant at arms is not an appointed position but a rotating position of officers, so if need be, one can be appointed on the spot. Bear Jones made a motion to remove the sergeant at arms topic. The motion was seconded by Barbara Hinkey. The motion was carried unanimously. Demonstration of the video gaming console by Holly Teal, member. Discussed the benefits of having a video game at the senior center to help the senior members enhance their cognitive ability, improve height and eye coordination, and provide lifelong learning experiences. Ms. Teal was tasked with Ms. Kimbrell to assist to provide a monthly update report on how to get donations of video gaming consoles, 10 TV sets, and 4 gaming consoles to get this program started. Staff reports. Senior Center Operation Report for May was presented by Teresa LaFleur. Update on Bob Gilmore Construction presented by Teresa LaFleur. Future agenda items. Future agenda items were discussed by the board and include discussion and direction on putting board members' contact information in the Senior Center information folders, discussion and action on reformatting the items of the agenda, discussion and directing on recording the Senior Advisory Board meetings and posting it on the Senior Center website, update on video gaming, Senior Center operations report, update on Bob Gilmore Construction. The next meeting date, June 16, 2022 at 3:30 p.m. at the Family Recreation Center Conference Room. An adjournment with no further business upon motion being made by Lee Cho, second by Bill Parker, and unanimously approved. The meeting was adjourned at 5 p.m.
I would like to approve the minutes.
No correction. Second by Ms. Hinkle. Okay.
May I interrupt you, Ms. Debbie was on the
Okay.
she just
Okay. Okay, that's good to know.
Okay, it's been approved. Anybody want to speak, the public comment? Anybody want to speak about anything? Yes, ma'am.
You're from the senior center. We have
You
been
from where?
meeting- The senior center.
Okay.
We've been meeting over there for the past 10+ years in the same room at the same time, doing knitting and crocheting for the different charities around town. Mainly Advent Hospital is one we do a lot. We do a lot for the veterans and the homeless shelter. And recently, we were asked to, the poker group joined our room, which was fine. We all laughed about the fact we were all a little loud, and saw as fact, so was the other. 3 weeks ago, I walked in the room and started to turn on the lights and was told I shouldn't because somebody was showing a screen. And it's a new group that has been joined to us that pours a resin type of material in that room where there is no ventilation. It's rather crowded with 3 groups of people working in there. And we were told that that was just the way it was going to be. And we have some members of our group who are elderly. Well, most of us are elderly, but some of us are ill. We have 2 members that are in wheelchairs. We have a member that has asthma. She had to get up and leave the room last week, and a group of the ladies went over to the library, which happened to be vacant and they could use at the time. Today, we would not have been able to do that because there was a Spanish class meeting over there. Obviously, that would have precedent. So we would just like a little support. If they have to pour, could they please go out in the hall, move a table out there, someplace where there's some ventilation? Our room, our windows do not open. We do not have a fan. And as I said, we have been meeting over there for over 10 years. We used to have letters posted along the wall, one from the hospital, one from Stand Up America, one from, I can't even remember now, thanking us for our support of their groups. But after we came back from COVID, they were gone, and we don't know where they went to. We just want to meet in peace and quiet and not take any chances on the health of some of our members.
That's it?
That's it. Thank you.
Ms. Teresa, can you enlighten what she talking about?
I don't know that it's a citizen comment that we're allowed to discuss or respond.
But we are allowed to put it on the agenda for next week.
Yes.
When we come to putting on future items.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Fine on that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You want me to? We can discuss this.
I would
Yes,
appreciate it
ma'am.
very much.
Yes, ma'am.
We have a great group of ladies, and we'd like to continue meeting, but we won't be able to if this keeps up.
We have accommodations in mind we may be able to speak about.
Thank you
Alright,
very
You're very
much.
welcome.
We'll leave you alone. Thank
No,
you
no,
for
go
your
ahead.
attention. Well, I do, because I've been up since 5:30 and I'm falling over on my seat, but it was important enough to me that I stick around to
Yes.
talk to people.
Well,
Thank
thank
you. You can't leave without giving me a card or something.
I don't have one because we're
Ma'am.
just a group of ladies.
Ma'am,
No,
Ma'am.
it's more than
Yes.
that.
if you have a problem, you should go to her first.
I thought we were by chain of command, and evidently that was not the case. I'm sorry, I've never met you.
No, I don't think we've ever been introduced either. No. What's your name, ma'am?
Karen, Karen, last name is S as in Sam, IECK. And as I say, we have been there for a long time. And that's, the lady at the hospital thinks we're the most wonderful people in the world because we provide something for pretty much every new baby ever born in Pulling. Gets something from us.
That's good.
So,
Now we're doing the pillows too.
yeah, then we're doing pills for the heart patients. You know, anything they ask us to do in that type of area, we try to accommodate them if we can. And by the way, we have no budget, none whatsoever. We get donations from people for yarn, we get donations, our girls go out and buy an awful lot of the stuff that we use. We are hogging the space in that room, we know we are, but we had a lady bring us some absolutely fabulous donations of yarn, very, very expensive yarn.
Mhm.
And I carried it around in my trunk of my car for 3 months. Right now, I have 3 bags of items waiting to be delivered in the trunk of my car. And as I said, we just want to continue doing this type of thing. So we will leave you alone. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.
We appreciate it very much.
Thank you for bringing it to our attention.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
You got a question? What's your question?
Before they leave,
Teresa been introduced to all of the classes in the center.
I'm
That
sorry.
people don't know who she is.
I'm sorry, I thought she had a question for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Did your group ever meet Miss Teresa? She's the new head of the center.
I'm sorry.
No,
Did you ever meet Miss Teresa?
no. So we have an instructor meeting coming up next week that we anticipate inviting all of the instructors because the one that we had previously, it wasn't all of the instructors.
Okay.
So that's why we didn't.
I refused to give lessons because it was put to me by the gentleman that was here for a while that I should give a programmed thing every week
Mhm.
to the different ladies. And we all are at very different levels. We have never given lessons. We will help you. If you come in and say, I want to learn how to crochet,
Right.
we will help you all we can. But I won't stand up and give a lesson. I'm
No.
sorry, that's not what I do.
Yeah, no, it's not for just, it's for anyone who has a class. And so you
Oh,
have a group.
well.
And so, yeah, so it's important that we all.
Okay, I'm a bit of a dud about coming to meetings.
No
Let me
problem.
be honest
Okay.
with you.
Thank you
But
for your time. Thank you.
we just don't go.
And I will come find you. I'm also a hooker. I love crocheting.
Anybody else got anything to say? Yes, ma'am.
I just wanna know if it would be a problem if I start, I don't think he was here, but we had seedlings, we started seeds in the poker room. Because
Seedlings.
it's the best light in the cup,
Yes,
somebody
ma'am.
goes in and takes care of them.
Yes.
Cause we used
Say
to
that
do
again.
it, so.
We
What you
can't.
do about the cup?
Start seedlings in the window where the poker players. We've done it
If
before.
they don't do them away.
Huh? No, they
You
won't
don't
come
think
away.
All right.
We have to look into that.
Okay.
Anybody else? All right, we'll close the public comments. We're gonna move on. First, I need a discussion, direction about putting contact information in the send information folder. That discussion, I'm passing gather to Ms. Debbie. I will talk to you as a regular.
Well, I do apologize for being late.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll just pass it down to you, let me talk about it.
Okay.
To me, anybody that need our help should be able to contact us. I don't mind my phone number or my email address, meaning it's in the senior center of information for. I don't have a hardware with that person. Okay. Now I can pass the gavel back to her. Anybody got any questions about that comment? What you got, Ms. Tia?
Is it not already optional? In other words, if you want it there, you can have it, or are you asking for it to automatically be put there?
What was asked is, Do you want it in there? To have, some people want their phone number in there, some people don't want their phone number, they want an email. Yes, ma'am.
Just to provide a little clarification, so we as staff have everyone's contact information. We cannot just give it out. So this would be the formal request asking to put all of your information, whatever you all decide, into the information folder.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't mind if mine goes in there, because hypothetically speaking, if you can't get one, you can always get the other one. So, I don't mind at all.
Mr. Lee, you don't mind? Yes.
I think they already have that information.
You think they have it already?
Isn't it in the school?
The board has it, but I don't think anyone else has it.
So it's not in there. So it's up to us to put it in there. Sir, you got anything? Yes, ma'am.
I was gonna make a motion to approve.
Second?
What is your motion?
Motion to approve putting phone numbers and emails into the,
I said about Ms. Debbie. Okay. Any question? Any question? Any discussion? We call for the vote. All in favor, raise your hand. You said no. Okay. Motion, we had 1, 2, 3.
You
4,
voted
5,
no?
6,
7 to 1.
7 to 1?
Yes. Too much spam going around.
7 to 1.
Mr. Jones, which members do not want their information?
Sure.
Just Ms. Holland? Okay.
Okay, motion carried.
So
Let me,
I think you can retract your motion.
now we voted, it already been approved.
So just,
What you got? What you got?
I wanted to retract it so that it would be optional to add in that if those that want to volunteer their information publicly, they have that right. And if those that don't have to have their information public. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I was basically gonna say the same thing. If she don't want her information in, don't put it in there. If the rest of y'all wanna put it in there, put it in there.
So can I make a motion?
You got ready?
Motion to vote.
Oh, we do this.
We don't have
So we, it's passed, but the point is, the direction is Miss Holly, Miss Patricia doesn't want her information in there, we're not gonna put it in there. Okay? That's the bottom line. Plain and simple. All right. Discussion. Oh, yeah. This is my baby right here. I want to change the public comment be moved right after the staff report. And the reason why I feel that it should be that way, because case in point, Mr. Brown was talking about the lights that still have not been put up in the city because someone got up and said, that's too much money for safety of the kids.
Mhm.
Now, if y'all had heard that, y'all had the opportunity to get up and speak for that, it'd be to his favor. We are the people in here, make sure safety for everybody, especially our young people. I think for a fact, those like, what was it, $28,000 just to ship it here?
yes.
About what $28,000 for somebody's kid? What $28,000? Huh?
It's priceless.
That's right. Look at them kids down in Uvalde. I'm gonna say this. I should be saying. I'm gonna say it anyway. That police officers that was in charge there, and they get let them people in there till 7 minutes later. I would fire him. He wouldn't get a pension if I had my girl. Because all them kids got kids because he the right to make the decision. Safety first. Safety first. Especially for our kids. If they believe what I just said, yeah.
So, you wanna make a motion? You can make a motion in your own direction.
I have a question,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
We can talk to the motion.
I'm taking it, I was not here when that came to the table about the lights. I think that was the day I was absent. Was it?
No, what happened with the lights was, it was at the city council meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Brown got up, was talking about the lights. Before the discussion made, he had public comment. And he said, I don't think $208,000 too much money. It came from China or Japan.
It comes from China.
It came from China. And the first thing a few of the individuals made was, can we get it local? You think Mr. Brown wasted his time? Well, I checked local first, where he found he couldn't get the lights yet. And the lights that he was using, we used these people before. And they did a great job.
Okay.
So that's why I said we move hours behind everybody. So just in case we say something, they may be want to say something, they don't have the opportunity until the next time. Let's get it out the way. So my thing is they get it done today, so we move on. Why waste time? Why waste time? But guess what? None of us is promised for tomorrow. Okay? We here today and gone tomorrow. Let's do it now for the future. Yes, ma'am.
Are you
Okay.
saying we should have made a comment to city council? Because they're the ones that voted it down.
What I'm telling you is, if public comment
Right,
would have been behind Mr. Brown,
okay. Oh,
he would have got, I say, we would have supported him more.
Mhm.
Because each and every one of y'all senior citizens, distinguished citizens, that's what I call y'all. Y'all would have got and said something, because you would have fought for those kids.
okay,
That's why I said that.
I understand that.
Now you understand?
Fully.
That's why I said, take care of this stuff now. We ain't promised tomorrow. Let's get it done today.
So will that come up again? My question was gonna be, will that hit the board again?
I don't know. I'm just talking about for this. I can only
Address it.
concentrate stuff here.
Okay,
I don't have anything because the thing they do in the city council is their big. What we do here is our big. Make sure everything go right for everybody.
Okay.
Right, Ms. Devin?
Right, sir. All right,
What you
Mr.
got?
Chairman, I would like to make a motion that we move public comment to after staff reports 7B. So that the public can comment on items on our agenda.
I think you've been second 2 minutes. Let's show you want to second this time.
No, I don't agree.
Okay. Mr. Joe seconded this time.
Thank you.
You see how we have fun in here? We gonna get business done, but we gonna have fun at the same time. All right. The next thing on the docket is,
Can,
yes, ma'am.
discussion and voting. So I believe we have a motion and a second by Mr. Cho. And we still need to have discussion or vote.
You right. Anybody else got anything to say? We already did a discussion, really.
Because we're not voting yet. We're still voting.
I have something to say. Okay. I hear you and I understand what you're saying. The reason why city councils and boards have the discussion item, the public speaking item first, is because this piece of paper that you get here tells you what's on the agenda. That is the time that normally you get up and say, hey, Mr. Jones has the contact information. I, as a citizen, don't like this ideal. And that way I hear this so that before I make my vote when it comes up and we vote, I've already heard her tell me this. That way I have it here. If we put it at the end where it's at the end after staff reports, and we've already made these votes, we can't go back and change them because we're already on staff reports. We would have to retract ourselves and go all the way to the back. So, and if we put, or say maybe if we do a discussion item and then say, anybody in the public have a comment? Like you go A, we discuss and then say, does any citizens have a comment? Maybe do it something like that and then move to B that right before we take a vote. We could do something like that.
Address every issue as it comes up. Because with the public comments and with us talking and voting, they still gonna have, I mean, we could sit here and talk and have a discussion, they make a comment, and then something else come up. You're shutting them out of their comments, so discuss every issue with a comment behind it. That'll give the public time to speak, us time, and then us time to vote.
Yes, but we would also have to limit a speaking time to that.
That's fine.
There always is.
Yeah,
3
there
minutes.
That's fine.
I'm gonna check with, Ms. Clement, she should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And verify, can we do that?
Yeah, I would double check because the way you guys have it is a little bit different than council because public comments is about anything. It doesn't have to be about what's on the agenda versus council is what's on the agenda. And I don't know from my time being here that anyone has ever spoken on items on the agenda. It's usually about their concerns about the senior center or something like that. So,
Right?
I'm sorry?
So,
About the sewing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
But
yes.
it would still give the public time to speak out, no matter what it is. Let's
Yeah.
give them- they still have a voice.
Let's
So
table this,
yeah.
let's table this until we talk to the lawyers. We'll table this till we talk to the lawyers.
I'd like to make a movement. Sorry.
Just go ahead and make your motion.
I'd like to make a motion to table this until we have a chance to talk with the city attorney or assistant attorney and Mr. Jones can sit down and discuss it with and clarify.
I'll second that.
She said,
She's definitely, she can do it.
what you got now?
So just to clarify, what you all are wanting to propose to do is that you would do 6A and then 6B would be public comments. And then you would do 6C and 6D would be public comments. Is that correct? Just so we can clarify, so when we reach out to the attorney, that's what you're asking.
Okay. Like we got 6A, we talk about put our name in the bulletin, right? And what she's saying is, once we talk about it, if one of the people out there want to add some comment to it, they can.
So, the way that this is written now, right? So 6A is discussion and direction. We voted on it, but let's just say it's discussion and action. You guys would state what you wanted to do. You would discuss it. Someone would make a motion. Someone would second it. You guys would vote, and then someone would talk. Or you're wanting the option for citizens to talk during your items. Correct.
Before the vote.
Are you wanting it before the vote?
Yeah, before the vote.
Yeah, discussion period.
Then if that's the case, you might as well just leave the public comments at the beginning then.
But why can't, I have a question. If leaving them at the beginning, you're only limited to at the beginning. And I think Mr. Jones is trying to say, if we allow them to speak throughout public comments, because if you hold a session, a meeting, a rally, you get to voice your opinion from the beginning to the ending. You just cannot shut out a powerful person or powerful voice and nothing you do. That's just how it goes. I mean, if you just leave them at the top, and here comes some important issues that one of them might want to speak on,
Mm-hmm.
that Mr. Jones might brought up, and the public comment wants to add on, why shut them out? If it's gonna help, we're here for the people. We're not here
Right.
for ourselves, because there's a generation coming behind us. We're getting that generation ready to sit at this table. We're getting that generation ready to vote as one, not separate, not misjudging, not anything but as one. We are unity. We are one. We come together as one.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of our opinions, at the end of the day, it's one. And I think that's what Mr. Jones is trying to say. And that's the thing of what he brought about the lights.
Mhm.
If everybody had something to say, it would have been a powerful vote right there.
Mhm.
But they didn't.
Mhm.
So is that my correct, Mr. Jones?
Yeah.
So you want citizens to be able, so like right now we're having a discussion. You want citizens to be able to chime into that discussion. Okay.
So that's what you're gonna talk to Honey about. Okay.
Staff will reach out to her. So that's why I just wanted to be clear, because what I thought is different than what we just decided, or you all decided. So thank you. I think that's it for discussion. So I think it is still up for a vote. That's my only question I had.
All right, she made a motion to table,
To table
Table.
until we can speak to the attorney.
and it was set. All right, the next go round, we got discussion, direction, recording of the on the website. Did we,
Video. Say hi.
Okay, what I propose is that we record our meeting. And on the senior website, they can listen to, like, when they do the city council meeting, any citizen can look at it later on to understand what's going on with federal things. That's just something to come up. Now, you have to have a discussion about that. Ms. T.
Okay, this is, I'm really big into technology, as many of you don't know. Yeah, I know, but like I record all senior and senior advisory meetings. I even record, city council meetings. I post them on Facebook. The best thing about city council meetings is city council also records those. The city does it for them, and it airs live on the City of Queen webpage, which I think would benefit the senior center and the senior citizens and the senior advisory if our advisory meetings were also aired live to the city website, or and to the senior webpage. And if we do have a Clean City Facebook page also, so that we could get more involvement, more people, hearing us speak. And we could also be able to find out more of what other seniors that are not coming to the meetings, that are not involved with the senior center, the seniors that are in our community that are, usually stuck at home, can't get out. And that's the way they know what's going on also in our community.
And I have a question with that. You record every single thing without anybody knowing?
It's within legal law. I have all legal rights. This is a public,
I understand
and
that.
she can explain it to you. It's a public meeting. I have all legal right to record this meeting, to record the meeting at City Hall. If it's a city event, a city, she can explain it.
I'm not looking for her to explain anything. You brought this up, but on my first day here, you said nothing about that, which I'm not against it, but it's still and I realize you're recording me now, but still, I'm the first person coming in on the board, that should be made known at the beginning, because everybody does not like to be recorded, everybody does not like to be on the website, and you have issues with that, especially with safety concern.
You do understand that they're also recording you right now?
No, I'm just addressing what you brought up.
But yes, I understand that, but you're coming at me right now.
No, I'm not.
All city meetings, she's recording our conversations right now so that they can rewrite them. I'm recording as well, which is basically, if you're in a public area like this, a public meeting, it is expected to be recorded. It needs to be recorded for the simple fact so it has truth and transparency at a later date on down the road.
Can I say something?
Please, I got it. Go ahead, man.
Do you know how many people that are running from someone that's chasing them. People are getting killed behind stuff like this. This is not a safe world. This is not a
Point
safe
of order,
world.
this is off
Let
topic.
her finish. Go
It's
ahead,
off
man.
topic, point of order.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Point of order.
There are
Yes.
Point of
safer
order.
ways.
Hey, let me run this. Go ahead and finish.
There are safer ways of getting information out to our seniors without things like this. This is too much. It's not safe. I'm sorry, it's not safe.
Okay, man, go ahead.
It is off topic, but real quick, the First Amendment, she has the right, if anyone is in a public space, they are allowed to video record or voice record. They do not need your permission. So that is the law. You can think or feel what you would like about it, but she is allowed to do that, and she does not have to state and that she is doing it. But to be back on topic, I did reach out to the city attorney and our communications department about our capabilities of doing this. So since we already voice recorded, communications, I have to get back with Janelle because she was out of the office to make sure that what we have will work with the website system, but she didn't think it would be a problem. We would just have to be able to find the way to get this to her because it'll be such a big file. As far as video recording, we currently don't have those capabilities, and so based on the governing standards, the board wouldn't be able to ask us to do something where we'd have to go purchase equipment to make that happen. But what we can do, if you all agree and vote on it, is that we can upload the voice recording to the senior center website. Absolutely.
No, my thing was, it's not, I don't care about the voice. A lot of people don't like to be seen. I'm not knocking her or judging her, but sitting at this table, I didn't know that until today. I don't care who video records me, takes my voice, but there are, it's just, a lot of people don't like to be photographed. You look at it all the time in the news where they block out. You got their voices. It's just an issue that I have. I don't care what she does.
Sure,
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I understand, and maybe that's a discussion for you ladies to have after the meeting. But I just wanted to share the information
I understand.
to the board that we do have the capabilities. So it's all up to you what you would like to do.
Ms. T.
What if, I have an extra webcam, you have a computer, you wouldn't need any extra anything, would that be, could you reach out and maybe find out if the webcam,
Yeah, so is it
donated
possible,
to-
Ms. Teal, if we could possibly just stick with the voice recording, just because it's so many members that feel so uncomfortable with their faces being shown on the live recording, and that would actually encourage the citizens to come in person to these meetings, which I think we have a good turnout, but we only have 4, and we have about. No, ma'am, you can continue to record. I think the plan initially that we wanted to do the voice recordings online might work a little bit better, just for the easement of everyone's minds right now in here. So yes, Mrs. Till, we can talk to IT to see the capabilities of a webcam. What software maybe we would have to get to record it, and then could they hear all of you? So we would have to work that out. We can look into that as staff, but again, this is up to the entire board. But to answer your question, yes, I didn't even think about a webcam. We can do that.
Thank you.
Okay. I understand the pros and cons of not having your picture taken or whatever. I understand we want to be open with our discussion within the city of Killeen so everybody can see us. So it's a pro and con. You got your opinions correct? You got your opinions correct? Yours correct. We all got our opinions correct. But as a board, we'll vote on it. If it's fly, the dog is die. Plain and simple. You want to make a motion this year?
Ms. Hickey.
I would like to make a motion to put the voice recordings on the city website and to check about the webcam.
I need a second. Second by Mr. Emilio. Any more discussion? Any more discussion? Yes, ma'am.
I wanna try to get this straight.
No,
We are,
they can do.
our voice
I heard Ms.
cam
Collins.
is already up on the website, is it?
Say
True.
again?
Our voice meeting is already up on the website.
It is not. It is available upon an information request.
It is.
It is. So if someone puts in a request for information for the voice recording, they can have it.
Okay. But that's not public knowledge then, that our voice recordings are out there.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. That's the end of my discussion.
Okay. Now, like I made a comment, we are open to our citizens, our senior citizens. Some like that. Miss Sissy, that was her name. She said she don't like coming. She made that comment earlier. She don't want to be in charge of anything, but she willing to look and pay attention. So, any more questions? Call for the vote. All in favor?
Well, could you restate the motion, please?
To go ahead and put the voice recordings on the city webpage so that people can hear us and hear what we're discussing and they can be involved. Also, if you could check on the webcam if it's compatible.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. All in favor, raise your hand. Okay. All opposed? 1, 2.
And
Opposed?
and then Ms. Kimbrough and Ms. Holland, are you abstaining?
If you abstain, it's a yes vote.
No, it's a no vote.
It's a well, and you have to fill out a form. Did you bring those forms? No. So you have to have a reason to abstain that's in a conflict of interest with this.
I don't mind. It'll be a yes.
Okay. Can you call for a vote again?
All in favor, raise their hand again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. All opposed? 1. All dissenting? 1.
I'm a conflict of I don't mind the voice, it's the photos.
Just, okay,
So,
just say, sister, what you gonna do? You didn't do either one, you just sit there. You gotta do one of the three. One of the three. Yes, no, or
I
abstain.
really don't want to say.
You're on the board though. I mean, you have to vote.
What
Okay.
is it?
I'm against it.
Okay,
Okay.
said no.
I feel there's another way of getting information out to our people.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3 no's. Right? And 5 yeses. You have to count that, right? 1 no, 2 no, 3 no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yeses.
Would you like Babe to read the votes back for us?
So do we have 5 yes,
Yeah.
2 no, and 1 abstain, or is that 5 yes, 3 no's?
You got
You didn't abstain.
Ms. Stubbs abstained.
Okay, so that's a 1 abstain. Okay, so it's 5 yes, 2 no's, and then 1 abstain.
yes.
So the motion passes.
That motion passed. Okay. The next item, sir.
This is how I feel about being on this board. We hear, sometimes a person's easy to forget what you're getting into. A lot of times when we make decisions, they're very hard. But in order to be transparent, it's like the city council. God didn't give me the spirit of fear. Sometimes we gotta get out of the comfort zone for the sake of the bigger picture. I'm not saying nothing about anybody, but if I'm not worthy to get out of my comfort zone, if I take my picture, it doesn't bother me. People do what they do anyway. And if that's one of the reasons why I got on the advisory board. For the people, it's not even about me, it's for a little bit I can contribute, being transparent. If I feel that I really can't do that, I don't even need to be on the board. There is no confusion. It's transparent. That's all I have to say.
Okay, we going to the next agenda, update on the video game is still.
All right, so let's move on. And I do respect your opinion. So I'm here to give you an update. I had a meeting with Miss Fleur. So did I say it right?
Teresa LaFleur.
Teresa LaFleur. I like that name. A meeting with Teresa a couple weeks ago. We did get the gaming system set up and working. Like I said, this is about being able to eye and hand coordinate, to keep on remembering, to keep on thinking, to keep yourself engaged. There's so many other avenues with the Xbox besides playing video games, but this is driving. Mr. Jones, could you come up here for a second, please? I want to show you that there's so much involvement here. I just backed into a car.
No. I can't.
Sure.
You can drive a car.
Come here. Can you drive a car? Okay. So this is your gas button. This is your brake and your backward gas. And this button here, you stare. Let me get you out of here first. Just like that. And there's your brake. Have fun. While I'm talking, I want you to drive around. This is your gas. That little button there.
How you turn the corner?
This is right here. This turns that corner. And don't forget, I just bought you that Cadillac, so don't ruin it.
Uh-oh.
So basically what you're gonna see is, I'm sorry, let me get out of the way. Your gas button, once again, and this is all memory. This button right here, down right there. There's a little trigger there. And then give it a little gas. Okay. And you can turn. And it's usually nice to put your finger in there. You can drive through the grass all you want. That's the great thing about these video games.
Mr. Jones, that's hard. You doing it too.
and you just keep driving. This is what's called an open sandbox game. And basically you get to drive around with your hands or coordinating with your eyes. You have to remember that the right button or the right trigger down at the bottom is to give gas, and the left trigger down at the bottom is your brake or backwards. And then you have your button movement.
Nobody cared about that fence anyway.
No, he gets points too. That's the great thing. You can tear up all the fences you want, you get points for it.
Good. There you go. Whoops.
This gets you engaged.
Oh, this must be Europe.
It is in Europe. Oh my goodness. Yes.
I don't know if it's going to get in that game where you have to drive on the other side of the road.
That's the fun part.
That's a light pole.
Okay, use your left trigger to back up. The one that was right there. You go. There you go. It just take you a little bit.
Please stay away from my senior garden.
Yeah.
Are you shocked?
Are those all hydrangeas?
I think so. They were.
This is cute.
Now, we also got pinball. I was going to show you guys the pinball and so forth games. Then you have other games like music games where you are to push the red button, the A button, and the B button when the note gets to it. This gives you eye and hand coordination again, gets you thinking, and gets you like this kind of fun. It just keeps you engaged. It keeps you engaged with everything else. Like I said before, we can use, you like that though? Go ahead, say it.
Don't give up.
You did, I know, and we're gonna bring this back. But like I said before, with the Xbox, you're able to do so many things. You can go on, you can watch YouTube. Real easy, real light, if anybody wants to come up here and fill this, but I'm gonna, oh, what happened to it? I lost your picture. It's okay. Who in here plays pinball? I know somebody in here has played pinball in their life. You play pinball? You want to try pinball?
No.
Well, let's see. Miss Holland, do you play pinball?
No.
No.
Would you like to try to play pinball?
No.
If I made a
Okay. Who's gonna play? Who's gonna try?
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it.
I was gonna try to get
I like pinball.
Okay.
I mean, like I play pinball like in real life.
Now the great thing about this, Mr. Jones, you felt how the car vibrated and so forth when you were driving it. You could feel the braking. Same thing with the pinball machine. Let me get you to the pinball. Once again, you have the triggers down here where you're going to use two flippers. You don't have to worry about any of the other buttons. But once again, like I said, this is so lightweight. You can do everything you want on this, on Xbox, from watching your TV shows, getting online, internet. I can show you that.
Oh darn.
We're not connected. That's okay, we don't need it. I think we didn't get on the internet. I think that's what happened. Let's find you a game.
Ooh, Archer.
Archer? Oh, That's taking a little longer than normal. Okay, we're gonna let you play Archer. Okay, so the A button, you're gonna shoot this will shoot the ball out, and your left and right trigger. So
Okay.
when you're ready, hit your A button.
Okay.
And that will start the game.
You guys better watch out.
And you'll be able to feel the vibration. It actually feels like the old style pinball games. There you go. The big thing about pinball is it's eye and hand coordination once again.
Ridiculous.
Boom. Oh, use the nerve gas.
I thought I didn't know it was coming back out. I thought I had to do it again.
At home, it can become
Okay.
addicting. That's where you learn your patience and your time limit. There's many seniors that grew up playing pinball,
Ridiculous.
at the soda shop
Do
and stuff like that.
Use the nerve gas.
And now they can't get up.
Seriously? I have zero patience. So thank you. Someone else. It's not hard.
I'm done.
No, I need at least one. Miss Bracy, come on.
Is there a pickleball on there? Oh, pickleball now.
I don't have pickleball on here, but I do have Family Feud. Or not Family Feud. I have Jeopardy.
And there's Wheel of Fortune games.
There's Wheel of Fortune. Where I'll show you, like right now, the games that I have downloaded, which I can download more later, are different, like Jeopardy. Who's good at Jeopardy? This is what we were discussing earlier about having competitions where we can have sets of groups where you can compete with each other in Jeopardy. And it actually looks like you're playing Jeopardy, which is pretty cool. Same with Wheel of Fortune. You get to spin the wheel.
So, Holly,
Yes, ma'am.
so when you buy Xbox, does it come with all those games loaded? Do you have to purchase individually? How does?
Okay. You can purchase individually or do what I do. I buy a year pass, which runs me about, I think it's about $19 a month. But buying the video games, like I said, what my goal is, and I've discussed, is starting next week, I'm gonna start talking to the different gaming shops around here to see if we can get video games donated. They donate the CDs or the disc that go in here, and then you can play them. You don't have to have online. Online is basically if you want to play other people from, say, China, Asia, China, Germany. Most of my friends that I play with are in Korea, the Ukraine, Germany, Japan, and I have a few friends from Sweden that I play video games with. So
But we don't need that if we're playing in-house.
no, in-house you don't need that.
Okay.
See, like here I have daily challenge online or play Jeopardy. If I go and play online, I can sit and wait for another person or another group of people. If I play Jeopardy, like we were discussing about starting like competitions, we can do classic mode or family mode. What it takes is different. You can play against the AI, okay, in other words, the computer, or I can plug in 3 different controllers and 3 people can play at a time. So if I want to, I'm just gonna leave it here and put play AI. So we're gonna scroll down, start the game. And right now we're not even online. So these are gonna be our categories: academic, lifestyle, pop culture, and potpourri. So I guess that means we can, Mr. Jones.
Okay, that game is nice. Did you get the 4 we wanted?
Say that again?
Did you get the 4 boxes we wanted? Did you get the 4 boxes we want? No, 6 boxes.
You've upgraded 4 boxes to 6 boxes. First, we're working on 1 box.
Did you get it?
We are working on that. Right now, I have to, starting Monday, I'm going to be going out and talking with GameStop and other game places. I have several, right now I have several groups online that are also looking to see what they have inside their closet, what extra video games and Xbox things. But like I discussed with Teresa, is starting out with one and starting a program where it's an entertainment. In other words, you would come to a class, not really a class, but where you would come to basically like a knitting or crocheting. We would have one video game council, and like I'm doing right now, teaching you how to play, getting you used to using the console, getting you used to playing this way. You can play competition and enjoy each other's time, and we will be using mine up until we can get the ones that we need. We just missed it, but basically, here, hit the A button and put in the word, what is Virginia? He's wrong. But basically, that's how the game goes.
Okay.
So basically, it's starting the program and getting everybody, getting those that are involved, want to be involved in it. Getting 6 or 4 right off the bat, that's going to take a lot of legwork, but you know me, I go after what I want and usually get it. So, huh?
So I asked what happened to the 6.
I had to meet with Teresa. I got to get it okay through the city before we can basically here. I'll let Teresa.
We just got to work on some sponsorship packages, and I'm going to help Ms. Teal write out her proposal for sponsorships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you finished?
Yes.
All right, what about our television, Miss Betty?
I never got the letters and I never done it. Walmart worked right letters. And I had asked for a letter to take to Walmart. Nobody never contacted me for anything. So I didn't do it.
You need a letter from the city or
I need the letter from probably the manager.
So what I wanted to do was talk to Ms. Teal first and get the information, because I kind of understand where she's coming from, but I wanted to get confirmation. So now that we have she sent me some like write out of what she's trying to do, so I can put that into a letter now, because otherwise I would just go in there blind. I'm not sure what, so yeah.
Basically, to buy an Xbox like that, right offline, and even with my discounts, $299. Okay, that piece of equipment is $299. So basically, I would rather, instead of putting a burden where there's money that can be used in other areas at the senior center, I would rather, like I explained to her, volunteer my time free, not charge for teaching and holding classes or being involved in the room with others so that they know how to play and get the best excitement. Also, we can have like grandparents and grandkids nights where they can play video games together and stuff like that. But like I said, I would rather go the route of trying to get donations first. Because at $299 and say a CD's like 54, anywhere between $4.99, like Jeopardy I can get picked up for $4.99, that's not so bad. But when it comes to games, other games like your Forza, like the car game that I had up there, you're looking at $59.99 on up, depending on if it's a deluxe game, if it's a special limited edition game. But if we go and visit the game stores, they're more than likely have the games and they will donate. They do it all the time. It's just getting in there and talking and, like she said, writing up a proposal and stuff like that and getting the city's support. Because I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to spend $1,000. I would rather keep $500 or less. I mean, because it shouldn't cost us that much. There should be plenty of people in our community that would say, hey, let's help the seniors game. Seniors got game, let them game. Seniors want to get that experience point, let the seniors get the experience point. This is something that's going to bridge the generational gap, and it's going to keep everybody in the community happy, and it's a chance for also the young kids to involve themselves with us.
Did help memory, to keep memory or?
Yes. Memory, cognitive thinking, it's such a benefit. I mean, eye-to-hand coordination, it just keeps you more involved with society. It's that fear of not, how do I want to say it? We as we get older, we stop learning. For some reason, majority of us just don't want to keep on learning. We just don't want to get out there and try the new things or stay involved. And sometimes it's just because we feel left behind. And this is a way not to be left behind. This is the way to keep our minds active, to keep engaged with the younger generation.
Okay. Miss Patricia, you have anything?
I finished for the day.
You shut down.
Yeah.
Does it leave? Anything to take in the addition question about this? You don't have no question. Look, I guess soon as Ms. Teresa and Ms. Steele get together, get the Republicans together some kind of way, so you can get our attention.
I think Ms. Holland does have something to say.
I have a suggestion. I don't know how you would, get it out. When I first came here, which was in 2005, a lot of the soldiers was going into the stores buying the boxes, the games, and they're back here in the States. Like my son, they're retired. My son doesn't play with his Xbox. I'm quite sure he wouldn't give it to me if I asked him. But he has games, he has the games, the Xboxes, and a lot of the soldiers have them. Now, if there's volunteers to go to the VFWs where the soldiers hang out, and maybe
what?
put it out to the captain of the VFW, ask the soldiers that come in if they would, some of them would have, Xboxes that they would like to donate to the.
I think
That's so
they're
wonderful.
playing video games.
Yeah. So, Miss-
Shut up.
no, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. Your idea is go to the VFW, American Legion, all them other places, and find out where all them soldiers, young soldiers sit at. We got games and stuff, and ask them what they donated to us.
If we could get a letter or someone to go in that, some of us know the people that go there, but, we could maybe speak to the captain and she would bring it up to their members.
Yeah.
Ask them if some of them have.
Commander. That's what you trying to say. It's post commander. I'm sorry.
I'm not military.
I know
All
that's
know
why
is
that's why I came back to mine. It's
Yes.
called post commander.
Yes.
Okay.
And
All right.
see if they could when they have their little, get-togethers,
They
they
meet.
ask the soldiers, the veterans, if they have old Xboxes that still working, if they could, if they would like to volunteer to the seniors.
Okay, that sounds good. I just found out today, they have, Vietnam veterans every Wednesday at the, Little Corral. I guess I have to go now.
See?
Tonight, Thursday, baby.
Yeah.
I guess I have, and you gotta make sure I can comment on Wednesday here and let me remind old power, in my brain is sometimes burnt. So call me on a Wednesday morning, let me know to make sure I make that meeting. Okay, miss?
Ms. Holland.
Can you handle that for me?
Who's gonna remind me?
I'll remind
Oh,
you.
God.
I'll remind you to remind Mr. Jones. And babe, can you remind me to remind to call Mr. Jones?
I think she will have to send me a letter because
Okay.
telephone.
You got a question? So what you got?
Well, just on the donation letter
Mm-hmm.
and then the solicitation letter, one of the same or a little bit different language?
Probably the same for this.
Okay, that would
Yeah.
be great. Because
Okay.
then you'd probably get a lot more people that might say, give me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're actually, as a department, going through all of our donation policy and procedures, creating it. So we will provide everyone with kind of like a packet that you can take. And we'll be very specific, right? Like we won't just say any games because where are we going to store them? What type do we want? So it might go a little bit more in depth.
That's
So-
why I was gonna say, let's make another
Yes.
appointment before I go out and.
Because
decide.
we'll need to know the version or
Yes.
their whatever.
We have,
Yeah.
this is the newest version, that's the Nintendo S,
Yeah.
Series S.
So not all the games are compatible.
No, sadly, yes, they are.
Oh, they are?
You have you have the regular
Okay.
ones, then you have what's called
That's
backward
not sadly, that's greatly.
Okay, okay.
That's great.
But it's also good to have, if someone does have an older Nintendo system and stuff like that with the older games, because a lot of our older seniors did play Mario Brothers and
Pac-Man.
I even,
Yeah.
I have Pac-Man up here. Oh, I got Pac-Man on that game, right up there, see?
You guys are having too much fun.
Everybody put her on that Pac-Man.
I do have Pac-Man, I have Super Pac-Man, regular Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, I have all of them, even the Tetris Pac-Man that came out. Oh, I love Pac-Man, so. I was 7 years old when it came out, so.
Okay, the next, we'll bring you back up the next month also. Hopefully by that time we should have letters to Miss Betty. Okay? Now, we're going to, 7A, is Britt Mr. Reed?
I am, Mr. Jones, thank you.
Can we get started?
All right, senior citizen report for May 2022. The center statistics for total members for the month of May was 3,599. New members for the month of May, 118. Monthly attendance, 3,746. Our daily average was 712. We had 11 new Silver Sneaker members. These numbers are just an attestament to how hard our staff is working. In May, we had 58 members, new members to sign up. We doubled that in in April, we had 58. In May, we had 118. So we're doubling that. And if you look at the event attendance, you can see that those have almost tripled and doubled in each category.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
overcrowded,
Yeah.
actually.
Yes, yes. So for the month of May, our Cinco de Mayo senior band had 59 in attendance. Our Older Americans Month kickoff had 22. Our social wellness workshop, Brain Health, was 10. Our Cinco de Mayo celebration, 87. Our craft bazaar, 51. Karaoke and dance night, 27. Our wacky fitness with Lori, 42. Our Mother's Day tea and brunch, 73. Our financial wellness workshop, Living Wills and Trust, 18. Our financial wellness workshop, Advanced Life Planning, 23. Our longest line dance with Paul, 43. Our cultural lunch, Taste of the South Pacific, prepared by Babe Falada herself, 55. Our social wellness workshop, Stress in the Brain, 11. And then our monthly birthday potluck, 71. You take a moment and look over the the fiscal year financial monthly report. Any questions on those financials?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Other these supplies, what they do, operation of the center or that support?
So for the supplies, that is for the center.
The center?
Mhm. Okay. Our upcoming events for the month of June. On June 10th, we had our garden club meeting. We had 13 in attendance. On June 13th, our Juneteenth movie day, we had 53. Our June 14th, Juneteenth prayer and praise, we had 62. And then for our Soul Train dance night, we had 77. So I just want to point out, if these numbers for these first 4 events, looking back over the past 3 months, we've had a triple increase in members that attend. So we are providing quality programming and activities. We're recreating old programming and kind of doing a new spin to it, and that's actually increasing our attendance. Our Juneteenth poetry and reading and WACFA presentation was held yesterday, and so was our place at the table. Today, I apologize. The Senior Advisory Board meeting, June 17th, our billiard room will be closed. On June 17th is our Juneteenth cookout and Buffalo Soldier presentation. On June 21st is our cultural lunch and learn, the Taste of Cuba.
Real quick, Teresa is cooking.
I will be preparing that. That's half of my culture.
When is this?
This will be next Tuesday. On June 21st, we will have our senior prom sign up. On June 23rd is our activity leader meeting. And so Mr. Jones, the young ladies that came and spoke on the crochet room, they will be the ones that will be attending to that meeting.
23rd?
Yes, sir. On June 24th is our Classic Dad celebration. We will have classic cars, lowriders, classic motorcycles out for everyone to take pictures in. Our June 24th bingo. June 27th, our craft room will be closed for cleaning and organization. And on June 29th is our birthday potluck. Maintenance updates. We did have a window in the pool room shattered. It is pending repairs. Our freezer is under maintenance and it is pending repairs as well. For our meal program, Kitchen Angel volunteers have returned to the Lions Club Park Senior Center and are helping 5 days a week. Our monthly cultural lunch to showcase our members' heritage through food. No operational changes. Current concerns is program restoration. We are bringing back existing programs and adding new programs to ensure a diverse program base that engages our members, reestablishing relationship with community partners that enhance senior center operations. One example of that, and I'm glad Cheryl is here, she's reached out to a local home health agency, Mission Home Health, and they have so graciously donated almost 70 prom dresses to us. So our members will have a prom dress, and we are looking for donations for men's suits and shoes. Communications. At the beginning of each month, the Senior Scoop is emailed out to all members with an email on file in ActiveNet, and throughout the month, we send email reminders of event dates, time, and schedule changes to promote our activities. Lobby Notes board is updated with daily programs and monthly events. We promote special events through city social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Post information and events on scrolling TV screen at Front Desk Lobby. Happy birthday calls are made daily to connect with our members and let them know of our oncoming events. And if they are in the center, we hand them a birthday card that day. Yes, sir.
I have a question. I need to go back to the May 23rd. Cultural
Lunch. Yes, sir.
In South, you got another coming up when?
The next one is next Tuesday, the 21st.
21st. So, are you talking about that?
Yes.
In July, the senior citizen volunteer to cook that day. If you don't, what I mean by that, I'll be doing the cooking.
Okay.
Miss Barbara be doing the cooking.
Ms. Debbie, Debbie,
Miss Debbie,
Barbara.
if you wanna help, fine, but we gonna call that the Senior Citizen Day.
So that is Monday, July the 18th.
July the 18th.
That's July the 8th.
Monday, July the 18th, yes. Yes.
And that was, for clarification purposes, that was a senior advisory board volunteerism. He was volunteering by himself, and then
But,
we kind of said, let's get the board on.
but, if you wanna help, fine, but we're gonna call that the Senior Day. Senior Citizen Advisory Board Day. Wanna help?
Mhm.
Fine. If you don't, fine, but we still gonna get credit. And when you make sure you show up with your shirt on. Now, that's not a request. That's not a request. Be there with your shirt on. I know it's gonna say please. My wife got on me this morning. She said I talk rough to my grandkids, so be there.
Okay, do you want, question, do you want us to donate food also?
If you like to do that, see Miss Debbie, she got it under control.
We will certainly have staff coordinate on what all that looks like.
Yes.
Yeah, so Teresa and Babe will get with all of you and communicate what that looks like. But we're really appreciative of your gracious volunteer time.
I really think, since we so smart, we do it once a quarter. You don't think so? Or once, twice a year?
I like that idea.
I do too.
Yeah.
No, we do it once, no, we can't do it every month. You know what? They do it, the staff does a great job. But, except one thing, that food is not up to standard. Not up to, whatever they got is good. But guess what? We're gonna rock their house on the 18th.
All right.
Guaranteed. On the 18th. And I want your professional opinion. In case we don't like it. I want your professional.
All right.
I can't wait.
Okay. Continue with communications. Our dry erase sandwich board is in the hallway, and then we continue to communicate to members through commercials, advertising program through our Neptune radio. The facility construction updates, design construction agreement with Randall Scott Architects, RSA, was approved at the City Council on January 26, 2021. The next steps, design and construction documents estimated 6 to 8 months. The bid and select general contractor estimated 1 month. Construction estimated July 2022, estimated at 12 to 14 months. And then our ribbon cutting estimated at July 2023.
Question. In July, is that going to be posted when they actually break ground? You know, they're gonna do the whole ribbon thing with everybody with a shovel, you know, how that makes the papers, and that's important that we do that. We have fought that for a long time. So as soon as we know those dates, can you pass those out, and
Yes, ma'am.
so we can get everybody there and
Yes.
photo op? Okay.
All right.
I know y'all not used to a person like I am, and I'm very different. I believe in having fun and working at the same time. Certain things I dislike about so-called protocol, because protocol doesn't make things happen. You make things happen. And I try to inject that at all costs of each time. I had a talk with the mayor the other day. Somebody said something to her, and she called me back, and she said, "Bear, I don't care what nobody says. Whatever you say, I like what you say because you there every Tuesday. So it behooves us to go sit there, and pass it there, and Holly's there, and Pinker's there, my good friend here, every now and then I see, and Holly stays there. As you see, every Tuesday to understand what's going on. Because if you don't, how they say it in the history book, no representation without taxation.
Yeah.
You ain't got there to talk and
No
see what's going on.
taxation.
You cannot talk about it.
That's right.
That's
You cannot talk about it. And you made a comment, Ms. Holly, if something going on, would I speak for us? Whenever you want me to speak for you, when I speak that, I want y'all behind me. Because, like you said, the name of the game, the show of force. If I got 10 senior citizens when they get uniform sitting up there looking at them, they gonna wake up and pay attention for what we gonna say. If I go there by myself, yeah, they'll listen to me because they know I'm crazy. But if I got the backup, I want y'all there. Okay?
You remember when I spoke about the
Mhm.
no grocery stores over on my
I
side
got
of
something for
town?
you too.
Yeah.
I got an ace in the hole, man.
Okay.
You saying you want us at the city council meetings,
It's
if possible.
it's possible. And when you go, wear your shirt. Wear your shirt.
least your name tag.
Yeah, at least your name tag. That's right.
Sometimes you don't have time to change.
Okay.
It just
my shirt
depends
on
for
at
me
least
because I am on the Park and Rec, so sometimes I go to speak to Park and Rec, so kind of, it confuses people.
Bring a different shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need shirts for Park and Rec. There we go. That's what I'll
That
do. I'll
happened.
put that on. I'm putting that on the agenda watch.
Okay. Since are you finished, man?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, before you get started, it's Ms. Heather,
Mm-hmm.
let me interject something else.
Okay.
Right quick. On July the 2nd, the city is having an event downtown. Central Texas Expedition, that's the folks that run the carnival for you guys. And that is Fred D, Billy Bob Cox, and Bear Jones. We gonna be responsible for the kids stuff on Avenue D and Gray. If you can come out there, what I wanna do, if you want to, come out there, help serve snow cones and popcorn. You don't have to do nothing but show up and serve. I will make sure everything is there. But wear your shirt. I think it started at 3 o'clock. don't it?
Don't quote me. I think 3 or 4.
It started
It's like I think it's from 4 to 10.
4 to 10,
I think so.
4 to 10. And supposedly,
What day?
2nd July, that'd be my birthday. I'd be 71 years old. Oh, I mean,
Amen.
What's your third June 30th?
yeah.
So you're a cancer too.
Yeah. The reason why I'm asking, this is not a request, it's just asking. Because I have everything set up. All I need is to get them. We're gonna have a bouncy house. I'm telling you what we're gonna have. So you know you ain't gotta pay for nothing. Just show up and be part of it. You know, a couple hours, it don't take about an hour and a half a piece. I gotta be out there all day. I'm used to doing that. My wife gonna get me because I'm working on my birthday.
Since you showed up for calling, when I called you for the homeless thing, I'll show up for you.
Yeah. We're gonna have 6 bouncy houses. 3 of them gonna be water slides.
Ooh.
They're gonna be water slides. Supposedly, I talked to Ms. Singh and Mr. Hamilton. They're gonna try to get a riding bull. What you call that?
Mhm.
Riding bull and rock climbing thing right out there next to it. Okay, that's what's supposed to happen. The reason why I'm telling you and asking you this, so they can see y'all. And I know this old boy is working in the newspaper. I want to make sure you take pictures of y'all. Oh, I can't get pictures. Not for that. Okay, I'll make sure you don't take pictures. Okay, I said don't take a picture. Just tell them to turn them back. See, we're gonna work with me, and we're gonna have fun. Cause guess what? We ain't dead. We ain't dead. We're alive. And we had all this knowledge in here. Cause I know you said, man, her picture.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I couldn't. He gave me a reference.
Let me
It was
tell you-
just timed right. That's,
Okay, sure.
Next question.
You're in trouble.
I know I'm gonna be in heavy disagreement on this one I'm about to say. The situation about shirts all the time, these type of shirts. I'm always at odds with everybody calls. I feel that where I carry myself, the way I talk, this is my badge. That shirt is not my badge. Everywhere I go in the community, city council, they know who I am and who I represent because this is my identification. It's got the city logo on it. I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers, really not. But I got on this so people to know who I'm representing. Senior Advisory Board. I can wear this shirt and don't be really called out. But the shirt is important. I ain't trying to take up too much time. But to me, somebody wants to wear this pen that's not qualified, they can't answer no questions or nothing. This is my transparency. I'm being line at HEB. They're not looking at what I'm wearing. They can get this. Am I right, bro?
Yes, sir.
This city council meetings, workshop, everywhere I go, church. Oh, really? Well, what they doing? I represent adamantly. And do I say? I know I'm gonna ruffle everybody's feathers now. I just detest not wearing what is me, what I represent. Being honest, speaking from my heart, I can be more effective being true to myself. Not standing up to the opposition, not getting out of the uncomfortable box, but it's just me. And if I would be forced, I don't think I would be forced to adhere to my principles, what makes me me. And this is the way I walk on demonstration. Then I'll sit down and I will be quiet. I'm a total stranger, I'll go anywhere. Anywhere, gas station. I go get gas. I'm like this. See that? They ain't looking at this shirt. What they're getting into, they may look at it, but they're looking at the badge. Oh, he's on the senior advisory board. I've heard about that. They can ask me some questions, and I can get down and tell them. This is how I walk. This is how I want to be. This is the reason why I'm on here to be identified. And I am identified in the community.
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir.
Good point. Great point. So,
If I
no,
show me your events, and I be like this, I can't attend.
yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. Take your bag. Take your bag. Yes, ma'am.
I had my shirt on. I want everybody to know I had it on. I wasted something on it. So I didn't want to wear it with a stain on it, so I pulled it on. But I have no problem wearing that shirt.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
But I think it was decided when we first brought up the shirts, that if you want to just wear your name tag, that's okay. It's not that you have to wear your shirt. And I respect you for that. That's when if it's a really, really hot day, I don't know if I wear this shirt either, I would wear my name tag. So I think the point is well taken by everybody.
Mhm. Yeah.
That it's what you're most comfortable with.
I'm proud.
And I think, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, Ms. Teal.
Yes, that is what was agreed on. But I do want to say something is, and I want to thank Mr. Jones in front of everybody. A couple of weeks ago, they had the homeless event downtown. Matter of fact, I wore my shirt, and I want to say that sometimes, even without the shirt, your badge, it does bring notice because many of our local citizens are homeless. Many of our seniors are homeless and are out there as well. So sometimes it just takes wearing the shirt or a badge, especially around the homeless, to get them to come up and ask if you know any of the services that they can get or any help or aid. That's it, and thank you again for showing up. I appreciate that.
Mr. Julio, thank you for what you said, and I totally agree with what you say. If you want, I'm gonna give you t-shirts anyway. It's t-shirts from last year. I spent so much money last year because the city didn't y'all didn't come out to the Ferris wheel. I'm gonna give y'all shirts, so you don't have to keep wearing name tag. He's correct. You're correct. You're totally correct. So I bet the difference. I had to back off from that. I don't mind being wrong, and I admit to I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. All right.
Sir, if I say this, just one closing statement. I wear this 7 days a week. When I leave home, I got this on 7 days a week. Okay.
You know? Okay. I know y'all can't be talking, but go ahead and pass it.
When I asked Mr. Bento to issue us these shirts, that was the purpose of it. So we would be visible to the city. Remember when we first started that? And I think it sends a message to the city. And he was kind enough to give us these shirts, so it would be a representation of the Senior Advisory Board.
That's fine. But Mr. Julio made a great point. You can, I do show that badge holds a lot. I really know that I really would need a shirt or a badge involved, not at the senior service. Every time I come right now, they yes, dear.
Oh, I was just saying if you were ready for me to give the update on the Bob Gilmore. Okay.
They said we have fun. So everybody's correct. Where you
Keep us on topics.
whatever you want to do. That's good enough for you? Okay, dear, your time.
Sorry about that. I'll be very brief. So Bob Gilmore construction, I don't have exact dates, but I think that it might be pushed back just a teensy bit. We ran into some issues with the fire suppression system and where it was located, so they had to rework some of the design. So for instance, the athletics office, it doesn't affect anything senior related. Unfortunately, our athletic crew will get a smaller office now because they had to put in a wall to account for that. But we will certainly keep everybody updated, and when this goes to council, we will email everyone the date so that you all can be in attendance.
Okay.
So, sorry, just to clarify, what will go to council will be choosing the contractor after the bid. That's what will go to council.
Okay. Let me tell you what's going on with Bad Jones. Tomorrow, I'll be at a track meet in town locally. So you need to do something, you need to come find me. I'll be out there all day. Next week, I go to Joplin, Missouri. Start Wednesday. Return Monday afternoon. So you can call me, but let you be aware, I'm not in the net. My phone, like I told people before, I got grandkids. And I got a son in Japan. I pay the bill on time. So you can call me. So any future business we need to talk about besides the video games and television? Anything else we need to add besides that? Yes, ma'am.
We'd like to put on the agenda to find out what happened with the crocheting women and the crocheting group.
Miss Teresa,
Yes.
we'll put you on that.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes.
I think it was miscommunication on her part. Because
Yes.
I go there and look around and you be everywhere. Because sometimes you walk straight by me because you don't see me. Reasons to be. But I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, Mr. Jones. Thank you.
So we got the update on the video and the update on the sewing room. Anything else we need to talk about next month?
Would you all like to continue the discussion on reformatting the agenda items on the item on the agenda.
Yeah, but you got to ask the lawyers,
The
Kim.
lawyer.
Correct. I should have that information by the next meeting.
Okay,
Absolutely. And then the I guess I can give an update on the video of recording of the meeting.
I'm gonna tell you something else that I believe in. I've been president of a whole lot of things, and I set the standard about certain things. We are ready about an hour, 15 minutes, 3:30 to 4:30, right? My thing is, the max time I want you to sit here is an hour, 15 minutes. And we will adhere to that in the near future. Although I may do a lot of talking, but we'll adhere to hour, 15 minutes. That's my thing, because you need to get to your family. Yes, ma'am.
If we do have change to citizens' comments, to have a comment after each item that we're doing, we're not gonna do it in an hour and 15
Watch
minutes.
my
I
smoke.
don't think.
Watch my smoke. Guaranteed. We do an hour, 15 minutes.
Okay.
We do an hour, 15, guaranteed. Yes, ma'am.
Do we have a new liaison to the senior advisory board other than Nina Cobb? Have we lost Ms. Gonzalez, or are we?
It, as far as the way I understood the city council meeting was, they did not make a decision to appoint anyone. So as it stands, Ms. Cobb and Ms. Gonzalez will remain. They are bringing the governing standards back. So we do not have any new ones, no.
Okay.
We were going to, because I did write it down, but no, we didn't.
Also, Ms. Cobb got a hold of me Tuesday and said she was not coming. And she is looking into the seniors using the bathroom in the city. And she's going through Ms. Clement, and she will brief us on that. Okay?
They're supposed to take a vote on that next month, right? The board members and that, I mean, that was such a mess.
That's,
Yeah.
yes, we'll see.
I have it recorded.
All right. This how we're gonna do this thing so we can get out of here. Ms. Babe, what you got here? Anything for the good of the crowd?
No, sir.
Right. Ms. Holly? No.
You can make
Ms.
me
Evans?
do all the votes.
I do not have anything, no.
Ms. Teresa?
No, sir.
Ms. Patricia? Mr. Cherry?
Don't have any.
Don't have that. Ms. Angel? This lady? Okay. Miss? Yeah. What you got, sir?
I'm proud to be on the team.
I like that. Fight, fight, fight. And my right now, Miss Tia.
What?
You got anything? Okay.
Did you just skip over me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I'm last.
Maybe you for last.
I just have a question for Teresa.
Yes, ma'am.
As far as the packets that we were gonna put together
Mhm.
to take to facilities.
They're
are
all
they-
ready.
They're ready?
Yes, ma'am. Ready to get to go.
All right.
Whenever you're ready for them, they're ready.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be jumping on board, and if anybody is interested in going with me, these are packets to go to, like, certain facilities and explaining to what the senior center is all about, hot transportation, lunch,
Silver
you know,
sneakers.
applications, just everything about us that they may not know.
Ms. Boyd, are you gonna kind of keep tally of that so people aren't going to the same place that someone
I
else
can
goes?
step up and be in charge of that,
Okay.
absolutely. Okay. That's all I
Okay.
have.
I need a motion. Miss Patricia.
Make a motion at the meeting be adjourned.
Okay. All right, sir. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I forgot to say discussion. Let's go on. Thank y'all.
So I'll get with